Hi, my name's Bianca and welcome back to my book room sanctuary. So today I wanted to basically tell you the 5 top books that I read in April. I read 22 books in April, and out of those I've decided to pick 5 that were my favorite for the month. So there's 4 and then there's one more favorite. Anyway, so with the books, I've only actually got one physical book for the month, but the rest were all audio or ebook out of my favourites. But anyway, this is Poison Princess, Cresicle. It's young adult apocalypse book. It's part of a series. There is a little love triangle thing going on later on, but basically in this first book, you just sort of the apocalypse happens and you learn a bit about what her life was before the Flash, and now that the Flash has happened, exactly what does that mean? And Evie's not normal, and she has this affinity for plants, and yeah, it's just learning about tarot cards have a lot to do with this, so it's learning about what the arcana is and what Evie's role in that is. And then obviously the apocalypse has happened. It's actually kind of dark when I think about it, so probably look at trigger warnings for this, but love it. And then to keep on the Cressy Cole thing, I guess, is The Dark Calling. This is the fifth or sixth book in the series. From the Grave is the last book that's meant to come out, and I think it's meant to come out later this year. Fingers crossed. But with The Dark Calling, I don't really want to give you too much information about The Dark Calling because it is like book 5 or 6, 6 or 7th or whatever it is in the series. Things have definitely progressed. The series is kind of dark. There's death. Death as in death, and then death as in, unfortunately, people passing away. But it's really bloody eyelashes. It's really good. So The Dark Calling is sort of progressing more. There's a love triangle going on, and yeah, I don't really want to tell you too much about The Dark Calling because you sort of do need to read the rest to understand what's going on. And I don't want to give anything away. So The Dark Calling was one of my favorite books. And then Clean Sweep by Evie Mitchell was also a favourite this month. This one's more of a short story, and Eric, I believe his name was. He was a single dad, had a hugely messy house, and Laura comes in, and she's the cleaner, cleaner, queen, queen of clean, and she basically just comes in and helps with his life and the babies. And yeah, I loved it. Absolutely loved it. It was so sweet. And then Runner. Actually, please hold. So I was actually going to save this till like my, what do you want to call them? Book hauls. I wanted to sort of show you at my book haul, but I'll show you now because I've got it in my hand. Runner. So couldn't help myself. I love this book so much I had to go buy the series. So I've got Runner. I believe Wrath arrives today, and not sure about Ghost. But anyway, I'm not sure if I've ordered that yet. Anyway, Runner, definitely a favourite book of the month. I'm buying the series. I really actually think Evie Mitchell is a new favourite author. Really do love her. This is not overly huge, I suppose. But this one, so a virus has basically stuffed up everything. And these group of girls live in their old university, all have skill sets to help them survive. And then they end up getting in trouble and having to turn to the local motorcycle club for help. And that's where Runner and the rest of them come in. And Ellie's like their biochemist. I don't know. She's like their fuel goddess. She makes biodegradable fuel or something like that. Anyway, she's a smart cookie. Runner's like their logistics guy, I think. But anyway, Runner and Ellie just have this kind of insta-lovey connection, but it works. And yeah, loved it. And then I guess for the favourite book of the month was Total Exposure by J.A. Huss. I loved this. Absolutely loved it. I listened to this via audio. I almost think this was on Audible Plus, actually. That's how I got the book. So absolutely loved this book completely. It's got a lot of anxiety in it, so keep that in mind. So probably watch the trigger warnings. This spoke to me in a lot of ways. A lot of, I believe her name was Evangeline, a lot of Evangeline's mental struggles I share. And definitely not as extreme as her though. So the way they sort of the way they sort of tried to overcome her issues with being watched and stuff like that, I don't necessarily agree with in the real world, but in this it was freaking fantastic. I loved it. Just, it was sweet, sexy. Ixiom had his own hang-ups and problems, but it was just perfect. It really was. It was just lovely. So yeah, that's the top 5 books I read in April, basically. So thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.